Long years ago my daughter was born, one cold April morn. Bright golden hair, curly and fair, but now I am forlorn. For in the fall, as leaves turn to red, and hedgehogs to bed, her tiny cold hands broke all my plans. Alas, my poor daughter was dead. We buried her up on the hill. I go and I sit there still, to watch the sea waves from her tiny grave, and listen to seabirds trill. Long years ago my daughter came nigh, one day in late July. Her spirit was strong, not for this world long. I guess I was meant to cry. For in the fall, as leaves turn to brown, in a tiny perfect gown, we dug the grave deep. I could only weep. My baby is in the ground. We buried her up on the hill. I go and I sit there still, to watch the sea waves by two tiny graves, and listen to seabirds trill. Long years ago my daughter arrived, with red hair and so alive. Oh, our pride and joy, strong as any boy, she would not live to see 5. For in the fall, as leaves turn to gold, she was but 1 year old. No angel could stay, God took her away, before the days turned cold. We buried her up on the hill. I go and I sit there still, to watch the sea waves by 3 tiny graves, and listen to seabirds trill. From that day to this, I swear I will be childless but for those 3, all laid in the earth so soon after birth, lying there under the tree. My brown hair has turned to an argent gray, my husband already away. When my turn comes to go, lay me in that row, overlooking the bay. Just bury me up on the hill, that I may be with them still, and watch the sea wave from their tiny graves, and listen to seabirds trill.